boy Johnny checking in. It's Monday, July 14th, 5:07 a.m. Waking up early is cool. It's always dummy peaceful. So you really can be locked in. And whether you get up at 4 a.m. or 7 a.m., the hardest challenge is to get from up under the cover and get your head off that pillow. So shout out to you. And I'm married, so it'd be easy for me just to lay there, snuggle up with my wife. But as Brian Tracy said, you got to get up and eat the frog first. You know what I'm saying? But I recently got a comment on one of the things that I posted, and it was dummy beautiful. If I want to get into this a lot more, like I really love doing reaction videos, but if I can be honest with y'all, I don't listen to music outside of the songs y'all ask me to react to. I just read books and sit around and think a lot and play with my children. But I got this comment that I just had to respond to, and this is beautiful, man. Leave me more questions like this so we can really get into some Q&A. I want to start doing more live streams. I want to find a way to interact with the subscribers. Having damn near 60,000 subs and only being able to reach 100 or 200 people is insane, but it is what it is. But this question said, is it ever hard to be so positive? It seems like you always are. But usually looks can be deceiving. I appreciate the uplift, but I know that you're a human. Yes, I am. I would love for you to share some of your struggles with us. Say less. The dopest part about life is, we all go through hardships and challenges, and we all have survived 100% of our bad days. And I didn't used to be this calm, this joyful, this peaceful. This is a challenge. And yes, I have bad days, right? But I feel like I've been through so much stuff. It's just, if something else happened, I'm like, okay, what's next? What's next? Like, I have two sons right now that they live in Texas. They would love to be here with me, but their mother won't let them come up and see me. So they FaceTime me every day. We sit on FaceTime for 5 or 6 hours. I could go spend a bunch of money for a lawyer and for custody, but then that takes away from me paying my own bill. So that's one of my struggles. But, man, I've learned to let go and let God, right? Like John 13:7. Jesus replied, you may not understand now, but later you will. And I just truly take that concept into everything in my life, bro, or sis. When my first son died, I fell apart. Not really. Like, emotionally on the inside I did, but on the outside, if you saw me, you would have thought I was cool, that it didn't bother me at all. When my second son died, if you would have saw me on the outside, I still was pretending that everything was cool, but internally I was falling apart. And when my mom died, that's when I kind of, you got to see it. And I feel like the mass of the people in the world, that's why they materialistic. As Kanye say, things we buy to cover up what's inside. And I don't spend money trying to be happy. I really work on myself. I really meditate. I really read books. I really stretch. I really try to drink as much water as possible. I lift weights. When I hop out the shower and I look in the mirror, I'm happy with what I see. And that goes along with my confidence level in the world. I think a lot of people are misaligned, disease. Neville Goddard talks about that in Feeling is the Secret. Dr. Joseph Murphy also talks about it in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. But before I start listening to individuals like them and Alan Watts and Napoleon Hill and Earl Nightingale, I was just like the average person in this world. Lost, confused, sad, mad, angry. Emotions was like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now I'm cruise control, gang. But that doesn't mean hardships and challenges don't still pop up. Like, my kids will call me and say, Daddy, can you buy this or can you buy that? And it's like, nigga, I'm on child support. Your mama just got $20,000 from me. But as a father, man, I show no resentment to my children. It's like, all right, son, Daddy will find a way to make it happen. Another one of my challenges is my youngest daughter is severely autistic. And I'm not one of them people that's about to say it's because of the vaccines, it's because of this, or because of that. I just know I love her a lot and I care for her. And it's a challenge watching some of the things that she go through, the struggles that she have to communicate, the struggles of her sleep cycle. Like, if you notice on my community page, I'll post at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. or just random times, and I really be up. But it's because my daughter be up, and if she can't sleep, then me and my wife, she keeps our youngest son. He's 19 months, and he's still breastfed, so she hold him down, and I keep Shorty. She's 3. So at 3, if she want to go spin on her spinning chair, Daddy is downstairs spinning with her, singing songs for littles with Miss Rachel or Gracie's Corner or whatever it is. But due to how severely autistic my daughter is, I never would put her in any type of child care. So my daughter is home 100% of the time, which means my wife can no longer work. So my wife is home 100% of the time. So it's me with the I won't say weight of the world, right? Because as a man, you bear 100% responsibility for the situation you create. And I created those children my wife. So I'm okay with taking care of her fully and taking care of those children. However, I was young and reckless and I had children when I was younger, and I'm committed to dealing with that situation as well. That's why I look at a lot of the things that have been pushed for young men in this world to date multiple women and this and that. And this life is real. You know, a relationship should be auditioned for a marriage, not something to just waste time. Because time is truly the most valuable thing in the world. I know you see this $100 bill and a lot of people chasing money, but money is printed every single day. They probably printing it right now while I'm making this video. But time is not replaceable at all. And where attention goes, energy flows. So I challenge you to put your attention into something valuable. But that's also another reason that I'm so positive. It's because I've learned, what do you get out of being angry? What do you get out of being sad or sitting around mad or pouting or moping? You, only person that feel that is you. Once again, that's where the disease comes from. That's what, if you always mad and angry, your body gotta let you feel that. It just has to. So I'm gonna give you high blood pressure. I'm gonna give you diabetes. You ain't did cardio in 6 years, so you walking up that flight of steps make your chest get a little tight. I just understand there's things that I can control and there's things that I cannot control. And I didn't know that at 15. I didn't know that at 25. I learned it at 35, and I look forward to seeing the individual that I am at 45 because I don't get rattled by the world anymore. Be like water, as Bruce Lee said. You know, you can shake this bottle up. All the drama, all the negativity, all the gossip. But when you stop, what that water do? It chill. Now, if you shake this can of soda up, this was Coca-Cola right here, and I shake it up, and I go to top it off. Boom! And that's how a lot of individuals are with their emotions, right? The wrong person comments something under their picture, it blow them off. You know, a person that they thought was a friend said something the wrong way, it throw them off. Somebody cut you off in traffic. Your boss, when you get there in the morning, say, "I need to talk to you." I'm such a human, y'all. I get it, but I've learned not to let the world break me. Be in the world, not of the world. So when we go back to this question, I am you and you are me to the very end. But fall down 7 times, stand up 8. See, it's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. And we hear that our whole damn life, right? But it's hard to be that way in the moment. And I'm so grateful. If you've ever read Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, he talks it's the stimulus and it's the response, right? And something can happen. And how do I want to respond to it? And if you live in culture, it's 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on some real shit. But what does that get you? Jail time. Maybe an appearance on the news for being famous and a little mugshot. Maybe somebody makes a shirt that says free you. And then what if it goes the other way, where you get shot? Then they selling fish fries and they doing balloon releases and they crying saying he was a good man and he was about to go to college and change his life. Like, we've seen everything play out in front of us over and over and over, and people keep falling for the. Maybe I just study pattern recognition really well, but I've just really accepted in my heart that this too shall pass. And I know it's possible for every person to get that way, but it takes time. It won't have, man. And I have setbacks. I think I'm cool, and then something pop off. I'm like, God. But then I'm so introspective. It's like, all right, Johnny, you need to keep growing. You thought you was at the level you was. So, for instance, last summer, when my son went to go visit his mom, and he called me and told me that his mom's boyfriend had threatened to hit him, I blew up. I dummy blew up, snapped off, talking crazy to everybody, but then I had, nigga, you 10 hours away, nothing you could do. And all they did was block me from communicating with my son, and I had to go about 6 months without talking to him. But that taught me a lesson. Me losing control of my emotions kept me away from my son. I easily could blame my baby mama. I easily could blame the new man, all that. But as a me, I have to set a better example for my children. My father never matured to that level of enlightenment. He always said, do what I say, don't do what I do. I'm like, nigga, that's retarded. I'm watching you. I'm watching your behaviors. I'm watching the way you talk, walk, the way you interact with strangers, all that. And I'm highly aware that my children are always watching me, bro. Everything I do. The coolest part about that is my kids see me walk around with headphones in. They don't say, Daddy, what music you listen to? They say, Daddy, what book you listen to? Because I've set the tone, right? My son loves the YouTube channel Academy of Ideas because I watch Academy of Ideas a lot. Pursuit of Wonder There's another channel that I consume frequently. Like I'm just really mindful of the content that I bring in. And it also plays a role on my piece. If I consumed what the masses was consuming and what mainstream was giving me, man, I'm probably misaligned. But we're not breastfed no more. We ain't got to take whatever milk mama is giving us. So like I told you guys, I haven't listened to music in like 10 years outside of what you tell me to react to. All right, let's get it. And then I'm back into these books. Also, my girl Cecilia Johnson, she wrote a book, Life of the Party, Memoirs of a Hood Conservative. She's a fantastic individual. So if you could pick up her book, go do it. But I'm really into just learning. And it all kind of happened by accident because if Jubilee doesn't reach out to me to be on their show, I don't evolve. If Jubilee doesn't fraudulently edit the show, I don't evolve. If Officer Tatum doesn't reach out to me and help get me suppressed, I don't evolve. Every negative thing helps you grow. It just don't seem like that in the moment, right? And for me, I was like, why am I going through this? But this gave me more time to learn, to study. And the knowledge that I got now, I keep telling y'all, nobody can look at you and know what's in your IP, your intellectual property. And when I say I know a lot, I know a lot. But on the other side of that, the more I learn, I understand I still have a lot to learn. And you have that same ability. You just turn off the noise of the world. You don't have to scroll X. You don't have to scroll Facebook. You don't have to, because you don't have to consume anything that you don't want to consume. And people may say that doesn't make any sense, but I'm really big on focus on you until the focus on you. What does it matter that you watching all Bronny's summer league workouts? You know what I'm saying? What does it matter that you know about what's going on with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? What does that truly do for your life? And I think I heard a quote and it said, if we all swept under our own feet, the whole world would be clean overnight. And I truly believe that if you pay attention to what's in front of you and put a brick down every single day, you're going to turn around and say, damn, I got my own yellow brick road. No Dorothy, no Wizard of Oz. I can remember when I used to be like, man, I can't wait to have six-pack abs. And then I didn't have abs for like 6-7 years straight now. Just once you get focused and dedicated on something, man, nothing can stop you but you. That's why I say in all my videos, you know what you love to do. You know what's important to you. You know your goals, you know your hobbies, you know your habits. Make it happen. I had to make myself get out the bed this morning, walk down to my basement, turn my computer on, and record this video. But I'm just a human like you are. You got that same ability. And if you don't want to get up today and you hit the snooze, do it tomorrow. But just start. And once you start, keep going. What they say, an object in motion stays in motion. You dig? But the objects get rest, it's going to stay at rest. So when you get up, get moving. The first thing in the morning, I love to get up. I got a treadmill right here. I walk on the treadmill backwards for 10 minutes. Speed 1 or 2. Just because your brain got to really wake up. Whoa, why are we going this direction? What we doing? You know? And then I hop off the treadmill and I get on the inversion table. And I may grab the dumbbells. Or I may not do any of that. I may just come and start recording content. I may grab my journal. You dig? And start just writing my thoughts down. And I just want more people to understand. You really can gain control over this thing right here. We all got a brain, but most people don't stop and study how it works. They can tell you what's on Drake's new album. They can tell you what's going on with Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they can't tell you about themselves. And the biggest mystery of the world is, who are you? Who are you? Your daddy met your mama somehow, some way, macked her down, or maybe she was pursuing him. 9 months later, you popped out. And you've just been on this journey ever since. But did you ever stop and say, what am I doing here? I'm inside this body. I'm the same 4-year-old, but I'm bigger than what I was. But I still got the memories, but I still got the thoughts. But the world can't see what I think or what I feel. So I can lie to them, but I can't lie to myself. And this human existence is real. And when do I die? Where do I go? And what happens? And money isn't real. And whether you got $1 in the bank or $1 million in the bank, you still a human. Whether you live in a projects or a penthouse, you still a person. You still should walk around with kindness and dignity and respect. Like all of these external things, we're all this different, but yet we're all the same. You know, like we all go get one of them boxes at the end or be cremated at the end, and that's just it. And I just accept that fully. And I didn't know that when I was a kid. Man, I used to chase material things, cars. You see, I'm covering all these damn stupid ass tattoos. Like, as Ye says, thing we buy to cover up once inside. But when you really get aligned with source and with the creator and realize you was born perfect and everything that you needed to be successful, you popped out with. As Bob Proctor said, we all born rich. We just a little short of money. But the money comes from ideas, the intellectual property. It's called Think and Grow Rich, not work and get rich. The richest men in the world, they probably don't even work at all. They just sit around and think of new ideas, new concepts to bring to the world. And your ignorance will always be used to benefit somebody else's agenda. But it's twisted at the same time that we come into this world and all we do is consume things that are already here. And when the whole purpose of us coming to this world is to leave something behind, something new. We still can go watch Kobe score 81. We still can listen to Pac, Picture Me Rolling. We still can listen to Nipsey Rocks in the middle. And you, what can you create that in 100 years people are like, damn, that's lit. People still watch Michael Jackson do the moonwalk, like, oh my God. You got the same ability, man. We all come from the creator, so we're here to create. But we've got caught up in idolizing celebrities and people that have been platformed and pedestaled in front of us. And really, they're not no more special or talented than you. They just got a machine behind them. And if you can inspire one person and make one person feel better about themselves, then you've really done your purpose. And I know what I bring to the world, the energy that I'm putting out, they got to spin the bin and come back to me. So why would I want to sit behind this computer and be negative and tear people down? If hurt people can hurt people, heal people can truly heal people. And I didn't have any positive messages coming from the world when I just scrambled across somebody's damn video. It wasn't like this when I was a kid. So I have no idea who gonna see this video, who watches my channel. I just know everybody needs an encourager. Everybody that fell down and needed somebody to reach out and grab their hand and pull them up. Come on, cuz, you got this. And if you look around at the world, we need that right now really bad. And that's all I'm trying to do. But do I have hard days? Yeah, not nearly as often as I used to, though, just because I've learned to let go and let God. I take cold showers every morning. So every morning after I finish this process, recording y'all and putting it out to the world, I go upstairs. I let that cold, and I'm bald, gang. You see, I ain't got no hair. So that water just be thumping. And when I get out the shower, I have the biggest smile on my face. I can't do nothing but laugh because it's like, damn, it's not cold no more. And I think more people could find joy in just random things like that. You know, going to dance in the rain, taking cold showers, going jogging in the snow. And the more you fall in love with nature, the less you are in love with the world. At least that's how it is for me. You give me a hot tub and an audio book, I mean, I'm lit. I don't need outside communication because I just want to think and learn and grow and grow and grow and grow. And like I said, the more I learn, the more I have a lot to learn. One of my newest pastimes, I found this YouTube channel, Predictive History. And it's a history teacher in China. And the way he breaks concepts down in game theory and being able to predict the future. And he was talking about the war over a year ago. Man, I just like to consume. Or I could be sitting over here listening to Pusha T and Travis Scott beef. The choice is yours. You dig what I'm saying? But we all got the same 24 hours. And I can't tell you what you want inside your head. But I can tell you I don't want just pointless, meaningless things anymore. And we all have the ability to create life. Truly. But you can create life by creating another human. Or you can bring your ideas to the physical plane. Do something meaningful with the energy, young man. Think and Grow Rich, chapter 11. Read that book. But also, read Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I've probably read that book 100 times. I've probably listened to the audiobook of The Strangest Secret in the World by Earl Nightingale. It was a period where I listened to it every day for about 180 days. But overall, I probably heard it 400 to 500 times. A man becomes to think about all day long. So understand that. What are you thinking about? What is your focus on? You can go Kyrie said when he was 4th grade, he knew he was going to NBA. The Thompson twins, they got their note. They knew where they was going. Where are you going? Where are you going? If you set your GPS to leave Cali and head to New York, you get into New York no matter how dark it is, no matter how long it takes. But if you ain't got no map, no destination, no guidance, then you're just going around in circles, aimlessly. Going to work Monday through Friday, going to the club on the weekend. Going to work Monday through Friday, going to the club on the weekend. Then you look up and you wasted 35 years of your life. Going to work, getting off Netflix and scrolling. Going to work, getting off work, Netflix and scrolling. Going to work, getting off work, Netflix and scrolling. Now you've gained 25 pounds and you're unhappy with yourself and you hate to look in the mirror. When I say I get it. But it's easy to break the patterns of the world. It's easy to break that negative hypnotic rhythm. You got to want it. And if you want it, you can make it happen. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Will there be hardships? Will there be challenges? Will there be roadblocks? Will there be detours? Yeah, all of that's a part of life, but that don't mean you let it break you. If there's anything that you get from me, the spirit is perfect, therefore you are perfect. Everything you see around you externally is just an illusion. Check out Wayne Dyer, Your Erroneous Zones. That's a really good book. That I just consume a lot of things that keep me at a level of peace. They went through this in the past, so why would I get all rattled and threw off? Read Booker T. Washington Up from Slavery. Read the autobiography of Frederick Douglass. Read about Jack Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for every negative situation the world tries to throw at you, you can find a book with a positive one where somebody who already beat it, overcame it, and wrote a book for you to overcome it as well. Once you learn to read, you will forever be free, as Frederick Douglass said. Read for yourself, think for yourself, because knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. Keep letting me know what reactions y'all want me to check out, and then just keep asking questions like this. This is super dope. I love talking to y'all, having real heart-to-heart, meaningful conversations that can help all of us grow and evolve in this thing called life. You dig? Until next time, I love you all. Have a super mega awesome day. Never be too proud to pray, and be happy, because it's Monday, 5 a.m. You know some blessings is on the way, gang. By Wednesday or by Friday, something really good gonna happen in your life. I just got a feeling. Receive that energy, y'all. We outie. Peace.